This is what nobody else is talking about this morning, but we are. A lot of character issues surrounding Jameis Winston. He will not be at the NFL draft. Word is the NFL said to him, please don't even come to the NFL draft. We just don't even want you there.
I can't believe that. I can't believe that, but okay.
No, you don't.
He said his grandmother can't travel. She's got diabetes, and he wants his whole family
Was
there.
that Mariota, or was that
That's
Winston?
both
of them.
But originally that's what Winston has said as well.
Yeah, Mariota wants to stay in Hawaii. It's important for him to be in Hawaii on that day.
Wait, are you telling me that Winston's grandmother has type 2 diabetes?
Correct.
And Mariota's grandmother has type 2 diabetes?
She's just in Hawaii.
She's just in Hawaii.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, Mariota wants to be with family in Hawaii. It's very important to him. And Jameis Winston wants to be with his entire family since his grandmother can't travel.
Okay.
That's what he's saying. He's not going to be at the draft.
Okay. Well, there have been some character issues. I think everyone's well aware of it.
Completely fair.
I don't think we need to go through the entire list, crab legs.
We don't have that
at all. All right. Well, when he went to the Combine, he flew there, and then he flew out. Mm-hmm. According to a report by Yahoo Sports, somebody shadowed him. Some guy on one of the teams just wanted to kind of check it out, see what Jameis was doing when nobody was watching. Is that like borderline stalking, or is it smart business knowing you're investing millions into this guy, knowing that he has a history of doing things he shouldn't, knowing that, maybe when the stewardess rolls by the drink cart, he might pull a thing of vodka out because he did that with crab legs?
It makes me a little squeamish. It feels like an episode of Cheaters where the camera just pops out and some guy's hitting the guy's windshield. How dare you? And it makes me feel squeamish.
You know what makes me feel squeamish? The fact that you've watched that show.
It's fantastic. I love bad TV. I haven't seen it recently, but and Incredible Hulks today is on Esquire, the old episodes, if you ever want to see those, and $6 Million Man on Thursdays.
That's
really
classic TV.
I bet you love Bravo.
I don't love Bravo.
It's all reality TV. That's right up your alley.
I don't watch reality. I watch bad 70s TV and TJ Hooker, $6 Million Man.
Wow.
And Incredible Hulk.
Taking me back to my 10-year-old days.
These are
yes.
so great.
Wow.
They're so bad, they're good.
MacGyver?
I watch a little MacGyver.
Okay.
Fish? Did you watch Fish? No. With Abe Vigoda?
I did not. No, should have.
Very underrated.
It makes me squeamish that they did this way. But the NFL, Chad, is such big business. I wrote about this at the Combine. Quarterbacks are now CEOs of Fortune 500 companies. Mm-hmm. They're not just players. I mean, if they did this to a defensive back, you'd be like, whatever, they want to figure. But it's like trying to find out, this is the new guy for Apple. And they want to know everything about him because ultimately, whether you like it or not, if they draft him first, he's the face of their franchise. Mm-hmm. From the second he's drafted. So while it bothers me, it is understandable. But as a former player, does it make you uncomfortable that they go to these lengths and that it got out there that they do? They've probably been doing it before. But
well, the Combine process is now so well known. Agents prep their guys and have their guys prepared for all of it. So whether it's interview questions, how to answer the interviews, how to walk around in Indy at the hotels and at the convention center, how to make yourself approachable. These guys are so well polished. I'm not surprised that a team would go to that lengths trying to find an unscripted moment for him. Apparently at the airport in Indy, someone was in a wheelchair, and so he helped push the wheelchair. Is Jameis Winston really that kind of guy, or was that the agent in his ear saying,
somebody's watching
find something to do that's going to be nice and noticeable? So all these guys are so polished and scripted up. I'm not surprised by this at all. Tampa Bay has apparently interviewed 75 people from Jameis Winston's past. 75 people.
It's a lot of people.
And they're most likely going to pick him with the first pick. It's going to be a guaranteed, roughly $25 million deal. Correct. So it's not as huge deal as it was back in the Sue rookie days or the Bradford rookie days. But you're hitching your wagon, your entire franchise's wagon, to this one guy. You want to make sure there's not character issues with that guy. But when I went to the Combine and when I went to my visits to the teams before the draft, my agent, who's Peter Schaefer, who's here in town, All Pro Sports Entertainment. Sorry, Peter, now it's Authentic Athletics. He's changed companies.
Listen, if you're going to give a cheap plug, get it right.
I got it right. But he told me, carry a deep book with you. So anytime you get off the plane.
Was it the Bible?
No, it was not. But you get on the plane, whenever they pick you up at the airport and you're in the car, have that book with you.
Wow.
So whoever sees you with this book. We want you to be, his thing, Peter's thing for me was we want you to be known as like a thinking kind of guy.
The full
kind of
volume of Shakespeare.
Right.
It's like this thing.
I have no idea what the book was, but I carried that book with me to Pittsburgh, to Dallas, to the Combine. And I actually probably ended up reading some of it, but that was Peter's thing, was trying to polish my image up as a deeper thinker kind of guy.
Let's go a little bit deeper into this story. Who was called on your behalf? You said 75 people were called for Jameis Winston. Do you know if people got called on you?
I don't think so, but I didn't have, I kept all my thievery back to my hometown of California when I was a kid, so it wasn't it wasn't a police record.
The worst thing that you did at Mater Day was in the lunch line, you reached over and grabbed an extra chicken nugget.
John Muir Mighty Mighty Mustangs.
What did I call?
Mater Day.
You said Mater Day.
Mater Day is
Ooh, that's my bad.
A Southern California
that's my bad.
Powerhouse school.
That's my bad.
Private school.
Yeah.
We beat them whenever we played them, by the way. John Muir Mighty Mighty Mustangs. But I didn't have anything on my record that required, I think, the type of investigation and they're seeking for certainty and surety with Jameis Winston. I think they felt pretty comfortable with my character just because I didn't have all these things in my background.
Right.
What's fascinating, he's a smart guy. He has no self-awareness.
Yeah.
Jameis Winston's not a stupid guy.
No,
You
not
listen
at
to him
all.
talk.
Right.
He just has no self-awareness, and that's makes you want really cringe because you don't know what you're getting. Yesterday I saw, and I'll get back to you. He said yesterday, they asked him right after the workout, "How'd you think you did?" "Just okay. It was great." 5 seconds. This might be my best workout. Within the span of 5
Wow.
seconds, it's like, who is this guy? And that's what I always want. Who is Jameis Winston?
But from a football standpoint, you want a quarterback
Confident,
with
right.
a confident, but with a short memory.
True. And maybe he has.
He does.
He has
Yeah.
selective amnesia.
Right. So he goes out and makes a mistake. So what?
Yeah.
Next play. And I think that's what you want with this guy, because the more cerebral quarterbacks who come in the draft and had rough starts, it weighs on them. It's not going to weigh on him. He's still going to be confident. He's going to be able to shrug it off and move on to the next play.